Hey everybody, welcome back to Jackson Jet Setting. Today we're checking out Resorts World once again, and we're focusing in on the suites. I was upgraded to one-bedroom suites at all three of the properties during my 3-night stay. So that's the Hilton, the Conrad, and Crockfords. So let's check out which property has the best suites and some surprises along the way. For these comparisons, I'm focused in on the price of each one of the suites that I stayed in. The Hilton, which I'll focus on first, would have cost $244 a night for a random date in December, and I'm comparing all three of the prices to that same date. So let's check out the Las Vegas Hilton's one-bedroom suite, city view. So this room is 850 square feet. It was located on the 65th floor, so I was pretty happy about that, even though I didn't get a strip view. The room itself felt very large. You have a guest bathroom, which all three of the suites had, so that's nice. Some nice artwork on the wall there. And then you make your way into the living room. And so the living room, you can get a taste of the design elements of the suite. So some browns, reds, some yellows. Nothing really all that exciting, but consider this is a Hilton. This isn't like a Conrad or any other sort of high-end brand, so I'm very, very impressed with this room being a Hilton property. I paid $109 a night. The rates can vary. On this particular night in Las Vegas that I'm comparing rates to, it's down to $63 a night, so very, very good value here. But the bathroom itself is huge, his and her sinks. You'll see that theme across the board. Obviously, all these rooms were designed at the same time and opened at the same time, so you'll see a lot of similarities, and that's why I'm really pushing that the Hilton may be the best value here on property, because you're not really missing out on too much more luxury for a much lower price than the other two brands that are on property. Keep in mind, at the Hilton, you only get $12 per person for the new Hilton credit if you are a gold or diamond. So $24 for a couple to spend on property versus Conrad and Crockfords, where you'll get $50 at check-in. Hilton right now is not doing any fine hotels and resorts rates either. So there is something to consider there if you have access to those rates with your Platinum Amex. Okay, so now we're going to check out the Conrad. So this is on the 58th floor, and I did get a suite upgrade with a strip view. This room is only going for $284 on the night that I searched all three brands, so not that much more money. You'll notice that the room layout is pretty similar. This room is 1,100 square feet, so it is slightly bigger. I didn't really notice it being that much larger, but when comparing across the two, you can see a little bit of a difference, I would say. Great mini bar selections. I don't recommend buying from them because they're just crazy expensive. If you like buying things at street price from the mini bar, check out the Virgin Las Vegas off the strip. They're making a big deal about that. One nice thing were coffee makers in all of the suites. That's something that people really look for and are not included with regular rooms at Resorts World, except for in Crockfords. So the Conrad, as I mentioned, would get you $50 per night for two if you were a Diamond checking into the Conrad. The Fine Hotels and Resorts rate is also a great deal. I paid a little bit more than the public rate, but got $125 a night for my one night, actually. It's just $125 for your stay in food and beverage benefits with your Fine Hotels and Resort rate, as well as free breakfast, $66 of credit, $5 back on the resort fee because it includes internet, as well as 2 free glasses of champagne upon check-in, and 4 p.m. late checkout. So that's really great. So if you get upgraded to this suite, you get it until 4 p.m. the next day, which is a great deal. Did love the wireless chargers in both the Hilton and the Conrad rooms. His and her sinks. Didn't feel like the sinks here were all that fancy looking compared to the Hilton and the Crockfords that you'll see a little later, but not really anything too big of a deal. I did notice that here they didn't give me a toothbrush kit like they did in the other two rooms, but they did give me a soap rubber ducky, which I loved and I took home with me. And all of the rooms have separate showers, toilets from the bathroom, separate doors. The Conrad had a rainfall shower. The Crockfords, you'll see, does not, so that was sort of interesting there. So you get the picture here. It's definitely a high-end room, great views. To me, it doesn't really stand out as much different than the Hilton that we saw before, and the Hilton's going to be less money, most likely. One other thing I noticed was that all the robes in all the rooms were Resorts World. There wasn't anything branded to a specific property. So if that matters to you, that might bug you. Just something I noticed as someone who stays in a lot of hotels. Okay, so now we're gonna move on from the Conrad and check out Crockfords Las Vegas. So Crockfords, super awesome hotel, very luxurious. I was very pleased to get a 1-bedroom upgrade here because I think that the base level rooms, from what I've seen, were definitely nothing special compared to the Conrad or the Hilton. But this 1-bedroom suite, which was located on the villas level, which is the pool deck level, is something spectacular. The view itself was pretty terrible and the worst of all three that I got, but look how tall these ceilings are and look at all the finishings. It's definitely high end, one of the nicer rooms I've stayed in. This room is also 1,100 square feet, so you can compare this in size to the Conrad suite that we just took a look at, but everything looks a lot more high end. Similar minibar, if not the exact same. Still an espresso machine, which is great. Drinks in there on offer. One thing that's nice at Crockfords is that you do have dedicated room service. Everywhere else on property, you can order from Grubhub and have things delivered to your room. There's a big fee involved with that as well, so something to keep in mind. Overall, a fantastic looking room as you enter. You know, when you're in a hotel, you don't really feel like when you're in the rooms that high ceilings are possible, but here, at least on this floor, definitely feels like that. I don't think of the other suites that are in the taller part of the tower are like this. It's only this size ceiling because of the villas that are on the other side that have their own private pools and feel really like a villa. The television and soundbar were top-notch quality. The soundbar was from JBL, so something that you would put in your own home. So definitely high-end there. If you're here to watch some sports, you'll definitely have 2 televisions to be able to do that. Felt like that was amazing. And then the bathroom was really stunning. Loved the tub. It's similar to what was over at the Conrad, but loved the white. It really made you feel like you're on like a fancy yacht or something here. So really a cool room. And his and her sinks again, plenty of room to spread out if you're sharing a room with your wife or husband or partner. And then a walk-in closet with plenty of space to be able to store your items. Crockfords also participates in Fine Hotels and Resorts, so you can get the $125 credit as well as money towards breakfast. The nice thing with the $50 credit for Diamonds here is that you could use it for room service if you wanted to, so that's something nice to check out. And then the only difference I would say on the shower and toilet is that the shower, in this room at least, was not rainfall shower, so that's kind of interesting to me. I feel like they definitely should put that in. That's something that, you know, people that are paying for a nice suite would probably appreciate and expect, especially if they've stayed at other similar suites around the world. And then the toilet is a Kohler Toto style automatic toilet, so definitely a high-end touch there and something that people will probably be wowed by because that's not something that we always see here in America. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and have a great day.